those with us. And I'm aware that of everyone here, I probably knew Emmanuel least of all. A month after I became minister here, we were in lockdown, so I only met him a few times. One of those times was when he led a service here. And I remember it well, and just being struck by the sense of presence he brought, but by his skill of delivering, by the transparency of his faith, which came across as he conducted worship. And I found him a friendly, open, and a kindly man. You made a good team, Anna, and you were blessed with many years together, and with your children and then grandchildren. Since lockdown, of course, I've got to know Emmanuel a bit better over Zoom. Not ideal, but that's how we've managed, as everyone has to. And there were times when those of us on the Zoom services could see he was struggling with his health. But he'd always shrug it off and say, oh, I'm okay, and he clearly wasn't sometimes. And having read all the wonderful tributes to him that are in the programme, he was clearly a remarkable person whose natural gifts and talents earned him the love and respect of so many. He was clearly and rightly held in high esteem. But he was first and foremost a family man. And I'd like to pay tribute to you, Anna, for the wonderful way you showed your love in the way you cared for him as his health failed and gave him every support, and to all family members for the love you gave and received from Daddy Glover, known to you also, I might be mispronouncing this, Cocoette. At last, I am mispronouncing it, tell me afterwards. At last night's service of song, Richard read from the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 3, for everything there is a season and a time for every matter under heaven. And there's an excellent book based on those verses which states, the measure of a life is not whether we have spent our particular number of days, but whether in the spending of them we have lived life to the fullest as we went along. Emmanuel Glover, in his time and his own way, lived life that way. And more importantly, he didn't just live for himself, but always gave of himself to the fullest among family and friends and colleagues. And none of his qualities were contrived. Everything about him was genuine and natural. And of course that's not suggesting he was perfect. Of course he wasn't. None of us are perfect. But he was a good man whose living has influenced so many in such a positive way. And that's a great legacy that he leaves with all of you. And when I met with you, Amma, and with Umo to begin planning for today, you spoke of him with such warmth and love, as Natar has for him as well. You were remembering how much he loved music, especially traditional and church, and he used to be a chorister. You spoke of his enjoyment of sports, and we've heard of that, and how you would lovingly tease him by calling him Big Brother. And he would say, ooh. And I got the impression that yours was a home of such love and of welcome and of warmth when love was shared. And I hadn't appreciated before, and Elizabeth touched on this, what a strong intellect he had and how much he had achieved through his career in computing. And now his life is complete. He had grown tired and weary as health deteriorated, and you had the worry, all of you, of watching him slip away. He died peacefully on November the 29th with the family he loved at his side. Now is his time for peace, and now is our time to give thanks for him as we both grieve his death and celebrate together all his living meant and means. The Jerusalem Talmud contains these words, I did not find the world desolate when I entered it. My parents planted for me before I was born. So do I plant for those who will come after me. Emmanuel planted well for you, for family, and also for all who came under his sphere of influence. All that he was, all that he brought to his living, will, especially for you, his family, continue to shape and inform the people you are and will become. Now is our time to mourn, but may there be much speaking, much sharing of the stories and memories shared as I feel he would want, with laughter and with love. Amen. And we come to the words of commendation. God of all creation, today we commend to your safekeeping our brother Emmanuel, Edet, Titus, Glover, to your shorekeeping the years we have shared within our precious, and we thank you for them. For your blessings to Emmanuel, for signs of your life reflected in his living, for all he was, all he achieved, and all he gave of himself to others, we give you thanks. We treasure the memories that remain, and we trust him to your shorekeeping, in the confidence that all life finds its fulfillment with you, in the joy of your kingdom, where death itself is ended, and every tear is wiped from every eye. While we live, Emmanuel will not be forgotten among us. In your eternal love, he will never be lost. May memories of him enrich our lives. May the good things of his life leave a trace on earth, and may your keeping of him glorify heaven. Titus, who was a German theologian and pastor, wrote this in the face of his own imminent death. Death is the last great festival on the road to freedom. And inspired by those words, Kate Knappelhager of the Iona community wrote this. Go gently on your voyage, beloved. Slip away with the ebb tide. Rejoice in a new sunrise. May the moon make a path across the sea for you. The sun provide a welcome. As you rest in peace, so rise in glory, as you go from our love into the presence of love's completeness. Amen. And Reverend R.G.F. Young will give the blessing.
Well, what I'm going to take from a blessing, it's from Numbers chapter 6, verse 22. I mean, those of us who attend Presbyterian regularly in Nigeria and Africa will know this almost like a Presbyterian tradition, this passage, so we're going to use it. I believe it's also in the UK as well. So, we're going to use it as a word of blessing, what the Lord spake unto Moses, to say unto Aaron, to bless the children of Israel. So, a blessing. The Lord bless thee and keep thee. The Lord make his face shine upon thee, and be gracious unto thee. The Lord lift up his countenance upon thee, and give thee peace. Amen.
And so we leave here to go to the service of the Nickel at Campbell Cemetery. Oh, he can take my seat in the limousine, and I'll go in the hearse. We're fine for time now, we're talking.
Yes, I wanted to know.
Sorry. How many spaces there?
Victor, how you doing?
Take Jeremy and Explain. Yes, Jeremy and Explain. Hey, Jeremy.
What? Madam?
Jeremy,
Auntie.
I saw you coming in your mom. Come.
Auntie Nana.
Jeremy.
Yeah, Auntie, how you doing? I know, man. Which one? I'm a friend. It's a long time. Yeah, do you want to...
How are you? What's the food I've done?
I like what you're wearing here, man. I don't even know what to wear, you know. I came with the English, man. I want the African stuff. Yeah, you and Jeremy from...
Welcome to you.
Okay. I'm going to take Auntie and Jeremy. Yeah? So we're actually... We're parked down there.
I saw like
17 pages of TVs.
Wait. So you're doing with 3, right? You have almost a year. You don't have 2 space. You don't have 2 space. You don't have 2
What is it?
Yes, it's cancelled tonight. Don't worry. You can go with Frank. Yes, please. Oh, all right then. Okay then. I'll talk to you. All right. Thank you. Okay.
I'm just trying to see if I can fill some space. Okay, all right.
And then there might be space in the first one, I'm not sure. There's one space in the back here.
From Paris.
You got the address though? You got the address?
Oh, yeah.
Victor is good?
Yes.
She's in the first one.
Okay.
Let's follow.
That's what it's like. It's that one only.
Lady. Yeah.
Okay.